Hello, Pillars member Wave. Today is August the 2nd, Saturday. So happy Saturday. Hope you didn't drink too much last night. And as you can see, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. Now, what I want to do today, so I'm going to do Bitcoin because a few things have changed over the past days. Nothing too crazy as of right now, but I think it was worth an update. So if you're new and you're watching, just to keep you up to date on what I've been looking at, we actually have, and by we obviously I mean me, myself, and I, have a few different long-term scenarios. Okay, as you can tell, this is the one we're going to be considering today. But when we will go into the shorter term, so by short term I mean what is happening here, and then especially we are going to be investigating what is happening here, so from the April lows onwards. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. Before we do that, actually I will try to leave you the trademark, the timestamps, so you can, if you want to skip this, which, to be fair, I've been in Elliott Wave for many times. I work professionally in Elliott Wave. Just I would watch this, but this is one scenario. And a few other possible scenarios are these. So here, basically it's kind of extreme, but it makes sense. An ending diagonal into wave 5 here. And obviously, with an ending diagonal, so the reason being is a 1, 2, 3, sideways 4, up in 5, and then obviously, if you know, the subdivision for an ending diagonal here is a 5-wave move, and the subdivision of that 5-wave move is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. ABC in 1, ABC in 2, ABC in 3, ABC in 4, and we need an ABC in 5. Now, also, in a contracting diagonal, every wave must be shorter than the wave before. So wave 5 must be shorter than 3. That's why you see this. And equality stands at $276,000, meaning that at 276, we have invalidation. If we break north of that, then this kind is invalid. Until then, technically, on paper, it's still valid. Now, I don't think you've seen this anywhere, because it's, you kind of need to think out of the box for this. But given what is happening here, okay, it kind of, I figure it kind of makes sense. It doesn't break any rules, any Elliott Wave rules, so it's definitely possible. Now this, which is also extremely bullish, which is very similar to what we have, possible, but again, very bullish. And here also even more, this is like the most bullish you can be on Bitcoin, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You cannot be any more bullish than this. And this, as you can see, if we look for even equality of 1 here, cycle 1, so orange 1, this one, the Roman numerals, against cycle 3, equality stands at $276 million. Okay, so that's extremely bullish. As usual, I wouldn't say it's impossible, because going from here to here is gonna, in terms of percentage, it's going to be the same as going from here to here. So it happened once, why couldn't it happen again? And you may be wondering at this point, well, if you're still watching it, you haven't called me an idiot. Well, but how the hell is that going to happen? Well, let me show you something. And again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I have no idea. If I knew, I wouldn't be here. As you guys know, that's my motto. But so this is 09 and we're in 25, so it's been 16 years, okay? Now, I'll show you something you may know, okay? I don't know, let's pick. So, as we know it, the S&P was established in 57. So from 57 here, okay, you have, so we're 16 years is gonna be 72, and you actually top in 72, okay, 73, okay. You will argue it's only 200%. I'll give you that. That is the only counter argument on this thing that I'll admit. But at that point, you're like 16 years, and you're thinking, oh, is that gonna happen again? Well, not only happen again, so not only another 200%, you got obviously crazy amounts. So the fact it happened once could mean it's gonna happen again. All right, now with that, so we already wasted probably 5 minutes. Moving on to, so those were a few different counts. You can come up with others for sure. I can come up with others if I wanted to. Now, daily, zoom in, okay. Cycle wave 5, looking for a 5-wave subdivision, so 5-wave move. Oopsie. Okay, so just realize everything needs to be moved 1 degree higher, okay? So this is primary, and everything needs to be moved 1 degree higher. So this is wave 1 and 2 of primary degree. So wave 1 and 2 of cycle wave 5. My apologies for that. I'll fix it after the recording. So this is my best guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can count it actually as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, and when it comes to Elliott wave, it is known that if you don't count wave, if you count swings, so up, down, up, but you gotta filter the noise, right? You can't count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, you gotta filter the noise. Look at the largest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 as a number of swings is impulsive, okay? 7 is corrective. How is that so? Well, 9, it means that you have an extension. Because you have, let's say the extension is in wave 3, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7, wave 4, and wave 5. Let me label it. 1, 2, the extension in wave 3, 4, and 5. So you have 5 wave, impulsive. How many swings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How is 7 corrective? Well, same thing. 1, 2, let's say the extension of the subdivision is clear in wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. How many swings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? That's a nice trick. That is in the Elliott Wave Theory. Now, so that's one. What I'm trying to say is you can count it as a whole move up, but the problem is if you count it as an entire move up. So let's say you kind of like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Then you are left with a, can I say, dilemma? So at this point, you either count this as primary, so that you have your wave 5 top here, which is possible. So roughly, perhaps 200,000 would make sense if we work with the numbers. It's possible. Or you need to be bullish, as we are right now, and you're like, okay, we have extension wave 3. You know what? I'll just label it. You have your extension in wave 3. Okay. Create a folder. So you top in primary wave 1 of cycle 5, and then you continue higher, just like the count that I'm going to show you, and I actually kind of briefly showed you a couple of minutes ago. Okay. So you gotta pick one. Now, as usual, which one is the right one? As usual, you guys know my answer. If I knew it wouldn't be here, we can try to play the guessing games. That's the best we can do. Momentum, volume, so on and so forth. Now, back onto discount. So once again, everything needs to be moved 1 degree higher. This will be primary 1, primary 2, all cycle 5. My apologies, I'll fix it. What is going on here? Yeah, I'll leave you timestamps so you can skip ahead straight to this. So hourly, and let's get down to business. April lows. So my best count is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top in minor 1, ABC, down for 2. Now, the previous forecast on Bitcoin, I was forecasting basically, if I'm not mistaken, something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clearly, that got invalidated. I say clearly because, as I often say, corrections of the same degree will tend towards equality. Now, does this correction look any similar? Sorry for that S. Any similar in length than any correction that was in this piece of price action? If your answer is yes, then we have a problem. You probably need to get glasses because when I look at this is much larger than this. It's almost as large, as big as this one. Okay, so that makes me think it could be a wave 1 and 2. Now, how do we know? Good question. So I could identify here. So here clearly extension is wave 5, minuet wave 5, the orange one. I can count this. So it's nice for wave Bs to be nicely, cleanly subdivided. Okay. So as you can see here with this counting, you have a wave B that is clearly subdivided into its 3-wave move. ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C. Okay. Hope that was clear. I'll say it again. ABC in A, B, C in B, 5-wave move into wave C. Okay, perfect. Now, what about wave C? So you could either count this as, I don't think it can even be an expanding diagonal, because wave 3 is shorter than 1. Let me check it. Because in an expanding diagonal, every wave must be longer than the one before. Yes, wave 3 is shorter than 1, so it cannot be an expanding diagonal. I guess you need to count it as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. If you want to count it as ABC. Okay, I'll just give you some more details in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 micro. Okay. So a flat 2. Now I'll give you the fact that this wave 2 should be 1 less degree than this one, but it looks much larger. So that usually is a sign that I'm wrong, and I could well be. So I would say the alternative is, which is highly possible considering it's Bitcoin. This is a complex. ABC, W. I'm sorry, it could be W. So ABC, W, X, A, B, C, Y. Okay? W, X, Y. Now, what is important, at least, no, it is important regardless. Equality. So where does equality of C against A stands? We kind of touched it, 112,000. So monitor that. If we find support, so today's Saturday, so we might expect low volume today and tomorrow. So if by, let's say, Monday to Tuesday, we do get some sort of a bounce, then it's possible this was indeed a wave 2. If not, we'll review it and subscribe to stay posted. Any questions? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next videos, and have a great Saturday, everyone.